Breaking news, breaking news. What the heck is going on here in San Antonio, Texas? Massive crime scene. I see about a dozen police officers in San Antonio, some sort of shooting that happened, and they're putting crime scene tape all across the road. It looks like this is North Cherry Street on the east side of San Antonio. Almost every day something crazy is happening in San Antonio lately. How many San Antonio shootings have we covered here? And it looks like law enforcement is there, heavy police presence, medics, fire departments. What the heck is happening here? So we're going to try to find out information, find out if there's some sort of suspect out on the loose, madman, gunman, whatever. Hello, everyone. Thanks for stopping by. JLR Investigates. What in the heck is happening in San Antonio? Like almost every day, there's some sort of shooting, chaos, something in San Antonio. Just never stops in San Antonio. But they might say, hey, crime is down, right? Well, that's the common theme we've been hearing in a lot of jurisdictions, particularly cities across America. Crime is down, but crime is down. No need for the National Guard. Crime is down. Welcome back, folks. We cover things that are happening in real time, and we take you to the great city of San Antonio, Texas. Or is it not a great city? Let us know what you think in the comments. Welcome back. Just one story after another. It looks like here it's by some sort of railroad tracks or some sort of Now, right before I came on, I was seeing. What the heck was that? What the heck was that? Shots fired. What the heck was that? Did you hear that? Did I hear things? They're saying shots fired. What the heck is happening here? I heard pop, 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 pop. But I didn't see anyone ducking here. It's pretty crazy, folks. And then they acted like nothing happened. I just heard ba 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 ba. So we are on North Cherry Street in San Antonio. I'm going to put up flight radar and see. We got a chopper up in the sky. I swore I heard a bunch of gunshots, but no one moved. Shots fired. Another felony Friday, right? All right, they just said jump gunshots. They said gunshots. Reports of gunshots. The heck was that? It's crazy stuff going on out there, man. And these, I don't know, man. I don't know. The police officers didn't even flinch. Heard it on the radio. I heard it there. The heck was that? Maybe the purpose neutralized. Similar to what happened last night in Kentucky. That was a crazy situation in Kentucky last night. My goodness, folks, the chaos does not end. Let me look and find out where Cherry Street is. They say Cherry Street, North Cherry Street on the east side.
Okay, buddy. I'll check with you.
So I'm seeing a truck over to the left. It's called Roddis Lumber and Veneer. All right, I got the address. It's 727 North Cherry Street. It looks like the incident's right across the street from a place called Roddis Lumber and Veneer. Said Lotus Lumber and Veneer. It was just weird. No one flinched. It's pretty crazy there, man. Somebody said in the chat, we need National Guard. Now, that's a whole different conversation but there is talks that the federal government might start sending 03 National Guard into some of these cities.
Is it secure for MSOU?
So it appears there's an armed suspect, they said. Could be a standoff. We don't know. We're trying to get some information. We heard a barrage of shots fired.
What's up, man?
Is there any target that can call my supervisor?
I gotta talk to you.
7550, 7550.
Massive police activity. Massive police presence here. There's probably a dozen law enforcement vehicles in this area. Roddis Lumber and Veneer right across the street, or this could be part of it. The crime scene tape is going across even on that property. A lumber store right off of Interstate 37 on the east side of San Antonio. Dude, at the beginning of the live, we clearly heard shots fired. They were talking about an armed suspect. All right, let me get the helicopter. You could clearly also hear a helicopter up in the sky. It's also right off of Interstate 37. I think they probably killed somebody, or somebody did something to themselves. Crazy. San Antonio just is off the chain, man, when it comes to crazy shootings, standoffs. And one other thing is we get to see this more often because the media gets to the scene there pretty quickly in San Antonio. This stuff's almost becoming the new norm.
Anything else from Eagle overhead?
I'll just 2 more minutes here. We're going to clear the house.
Clear the house.
2 more minutes, Eagle. They're going to clear the house.
Crazy. Dude, I heard like probably pop, 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 pop. So if we're talking across the street from this lumber place, it's right before the bridge. I think it might be dealing with the house at right across the street where this 700 block North Cherry Street. Right before that bridge there's numerous homes there right on the right there. Could be at the corner there, that corner home right there on Hayes and Cherry. Some sort of crosswalk.
10-4, Eagle, you can go ahead and go back to traffic. Thank you for your help.
DV situation. What about the crazy stuff last night? Excuse my language. Just crazy stuff last night, folks. Over domestic violence, over child support. Guy didn't want to pay child support.
Most of the media is on Cherry and Burnett.
Okay, hold on.
Last night was absolutely bonkers. And for the simplest little things, I mean, pay your child support and you end up shooting officers and then yourself.
10-4, Eagle 42 is on the way.
Okay, avísenme.
We heard shots. Something tells me if you see the house right there on the right there, that little like white, I don't know, it's attached to the house there. I think they're centered there at 728, where the ambulance is at. You see the little white in the corner. Or it could be on that crosswalk there, that thing that goes across 1410. Looks like some sort of walkway. It could be an incident there too. But I heard them say something about a house. I don't know if that's a roadway or what. That's some sort of like crosswalk. Yeah, I mean, this is literally like downtown San Antonio, just to the right on I-37, just to the right. That crosswalk there takes you to downtown. That crosswalk takes you to downtown there. Freaking crazy people, man. This wackadoodle stuff continues to happen.
Oh dear.
Now, multiple different feeds up. There's the lumber place. Roddis, Roddis. You can see people out there with the phones out there. But look where the ambulance is. Right next to it's this white house. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here as we cover in True Crime 24/7, 365. What's going on? They heard gunshots. Absolutely crazies out there. Continue.
Bueno, pues estamos en el centro de la ciudad, hacia el este, en la calle North Sherry y también Burnett, en donde, como estás mencionando, pues sí, hay fuerte actividad policíaca en este momento. Hay varias patrullas. De hecho, la calle está completamente llena de patrullas, las cuales están a un tirador activo. Y esto, bueno, pues abro los reportes y se presentaron inmediatamente las autoridades policíacas. Y bueno, pues la calle está cerrada en este momento para la circulación. Sin embargo, me llama la atención que de los negocios que están en esta cuadra, en la calle Cherry, bueno, pues están en las puertas de sus negocios viendo qué es lo que está ocurriendo. Lo interesante es que, bueno, había un helicóptero hace unos minutos aquí arriba, buscando aparentemente a este sospechoso tirador de forma indiscriminada, pero se pudieron escuchar balazos hace solamente unos minutos, y esto después de que ocurrió, pues hay una calma pues sepulcral, porque no se escucha nada, nadie se mueve, hay las patrullas que son bastante las que se encuentran.
All right, so a media outlet, Ken Spy just tweeted out and said officer involved shooting confirmed. We're at Burnett and North Cherry Street on the east side. All right, so officer involved shooting. That's what they're saying, officer involved shooting.
Ya no están con postura de estar buscando a alguien, no queremos adelantarnos.
Chrissy, I agree with you. I mean, if we covered the shootings in Chicago, we would never sleep. I don't know. They were cleaning off their hands. Officers were cleaning off their hands. It might be an indication that SWAT or whatever happened here is over, possibly. Decontamination.
Entonces, pues, Daniela, estamos a la espera. Si pasa algo, inmediatamente lo hacemos saber a nuestro público en los próximos 30 minutos. Y si no, en el noticiero de las 5 o en redes sociales, que ahí siempre está la información.
So the local media there has confirmed it is an officer-involved shooting.
Después de esto, un silencio sepulcral. No se sabe nada, nadie se mueve, nadie entra, nadie sale. Bueno, solamente entró una patrulla del Departamento de Policía cubierta, por supuesto, una de esas patrullas grandes en las cuales el Chief McManus acostumbra entrar a los lugares. Yo incluso pensé que era el jefe de la policía, me asomé, pero no se trataba de él. Nosotros seguimos esperando a ver qué es lo que nos dicen en la versión oficial de estos hechos, quién es, por qué disparaba, de quién se trata, cuántos años tiene, en fin, toda esta información.
You know, San Antonio, a lot of times they come out on the mic and they speak exactly what happened. Crazies out there, man. Dude, most of the time it's for people that really all they have to do, it's like these ridiculous people that fight at traffic stops and stuff like that and end up getting crazy, thrown on the ground and shots fired and stuff over simple infractions or sometimes very minor warrants. Just accept responsibility for it, deal with it, dude. You'll live another day. Instead, it escalates to some crazy level. But we don't know. This could be a violent, dangerous person trying to get off the streets. We don't know. It is Felony Friday. JLR investigates felony Friday.
Perdón, ya no tarda.
I don't speak Spanish. If anyone could like kind of translate what they've been saying, we would really appreciate that. Well, more crime scene tape going up. Anyone know what they've been saying? Or probably had a gun and got shot. Today's Friday. Yesterday was Terroristic Thursday. Today's Felony Friday. All right, thank you. Delia, Mama Drama says there's been a shooting standoff. We have no other info. A shooting standoff. But apparently there has been shots that have been fired during the course of this live. So they might have took the perp out, or the perp took himself out. Crazies out there, man. If you go back to the beginning of this live, probably about 3 minutes into it, we heard the shots. I'll have to clip that part. I'll put it up on the X account at JLR Investigates. Crazy has to get to this level. Well, they put the tape up. Absolutely crazies out there, man. Almost like you can't even go out anymore. Certain places. Almost like you can't even go out anymore without some crazy. All right, KSAT put out a article on this. Let's read it. All right, the chief of police is expected to speak at the scene here shortly. Police responded to the scene around 10:30 a.m. Friday. They say it's the 800 block of Cherry Street. Police plan to speak. The chief of police is at the scene, or he's on his way to the scene. As someone translated in the chat, and we appreciate that, some sort of standoff that happened. Folks, for people coming in the chat, this is North Cherry Street, just east of downtown San Antonio, and there has been some sort of officer-involved shooting, possibly a standoff. Beginning the live, we clearly heard shots. And Chief William McManus, yes, will be speaking about this incident. The chief. The chief of police.
Sometimes. It's just it's too hot. It's too hot. So all have batteries, the small one. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Qué dices? Yo sé.
Llegué y te vi corriendo así para y dije, no, ahorita le digo. Yo también llegué corriendo. Para ver si tomaba las imágenes en vivo, pero
No alcanzaron.
¿y qué te trae? ¿Cuánto más?
¿Qué?
Aquí.
No, pues aquí vamos a esperar para que no llegue.
No, pero
Pues me volvieron a hablar otra vez. Y luego la otra semana también.
¿Cuánto más se dieron?
Nomás hoy y una semana más, por lo pronto. Así va.
Es que la ayuda la necesita.
Ya sé.
Yo no sé por qué me
Pues es cuestión del budget. No pueden hacer nada hasta que no les den el... Bueno. Está bien. Me metí 4 días de vacaciones.
Bueno, sí. Eso sí.
De descanso.
I'm gonna save battery. I'm gonna let it rest. I already set it down.
Oh, crime scene tape blew away. So some sort of standoff that resulted in some shooting. We shall see what this is about.
We're not all gonna move over there. They can walk up to it. Did you respond to that thing?
Almost every day when I'm Googling around right now about the shootings in San Antonio, almost every day there seems to be some craziness. Man shot, killed at the East Side Hotel 23 hours ago. Another report says man shot and killed in South San Antonio. Suspects still at large. Just the other day, we covered some crazy case where a guy shoots the woman in the head in the south of San Antonio. And then just before that, another crazy shooting at one of the hotels.
Ya le dije. A ver si que se vinieran para acá.
The shootings don't seem to, they just keep going and going and going. So going back to what I was saying earlier, I mean, there has been talk about the federal government beyond Washington, D.C., eventually sending into the National Guard in certain cities throughout the country. And it seems like that is the plan that they possibly could do to help stop crime. Here's another location. We got a second location here with a press conference about to be set up. We are live. So we'll see what this is all about. Seems like this is where the press conference is going to be. There's multiple different feeds. But yeah, I mean, do we get to the point where we have to start sending the National Guard into these cities? In reference to Washington, D.C., Trump administration is claiming numerous arrests, crimes down now. Does it take the National Guard going into cities and really trying to stop the violence? Some people say Chicago, some people say Baltimore, New York City, Los Angeles, San Antonio on this list. San Antonio on the list. We go back. I'm going to go back and try to look for that those shots being fired while we were live. See if I can clip it. They probably killed the suspect. Then they acted like nothing happened. What was that? I got the clip. I'm going to put it together. Shot fired. Happened about 2.5 minutes into the stream. What the heck was that? Did you hear that? Did I hear things? They're saying shots fired. I heard. Yeah, definitely shots were fired. As that one police officer was walking, that's when it happened. Now, right before I came on, what the heck was that? Did you hear that? Did I hear things? They're saying shots fired. Chief McManus is going to be giving a press conference here very shortly. The intersection of Cherry, massive police presence. Apparently, I think they killed the suspect. the way these shots. I think they were saying on the scanner beforehand that there was they saw a shotgun. I heard on their thing they were like shotgun, and then bop 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 bop. Heck is happening here? Welcome aboard, folks. We take you to the San Antonio, Texas. We're gonna get some information about this shooting here. I got it clipped. I'll put that up in a few minutes so you can hear it again. What we saw at the beginning of the feed. I don't know what the heck happened. Police, dogs. Oh, look at the dog. We got this clip. I just want to take you to show you what happened earlier while we were on our live. Now, right before I came on, I was seeing. What the heck was that? What the heck was that? Shots fired. But they didn't even flinch. What the heck was that? Did you hear that? Did I hear things? They're saying shots fired. What the heck is happening here? That was at the beginning of the feed. Crazy. And now it came out that there's been some officer involved shooting. No, that wasn't fake. That was real. But the weird thing about it is nobody flinched out there. Like they were just walking and it was just bah, 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 bah. Like you would think at least there'd be some sort of reaction, particularly by that one officer that was walking. He just like, I guess they're used to it. Like shots fired, nothing to see here. Yeah, as if they were expecting it. I guess. I don't know. We're gonna get an update here shortly. I'll tell you what, though. I released a video before we came on live about the 911 call for the University of Arkansas, the active shooter hoax, the SWAT calling, and they shared authorities the 911 call, and it sounded so real. And whoever did that hoax call was like, "Oh my God, there's somebody on the campus with a gun." And then during the course of the call, these hoaxsters fired off shots or played something to make it appear like shots were fired at the university. It was all fake, but it sounded so real. Fake audio or something. People using like AI and stuff to put all these fake. It's crazy. AI's off the chain. People are using AI voices and AI, all types of crazy AI stuff to make it seem like it's real. Unbelievable. I want to see what this is about, though. If and when they speak. Where's McManus at? Chief McManus. All right, we take you to San Antonio, Texas. Shots fired. During the live. Yeah, that was a crazy thing because no officers flinched. See the building in the background, the top right corner? That's downtown San Antonio. And then they got this like walkway here that takes you over I-37 onto like the east side. So we're like just away from downtown. I would say about half a mile away from downtown San Antonio. That's some sort of, it happened right there by that walkway passage to the left. Either a house or somewhere in that general vicinity there on Cherry Street. Right by Roddis Lumber and Veneer. Is that called the Hayes Bridge? San Antonio we take you to. Wait for a press conference. got multiple different angles. I think they pushed the media back some. Craziness never ends. Look at this. Different angle. All right, so we're getting back towards this area wherever this incident occurred. So we'll see what's happening here. Chief McManus is going to speak. That's what they say. They got the microphones. All right, so again, there's some breaking news out of Chicago. They're saying the Trump administration plans to send hundreds of DHS officers to Chicago to target criminal and aliens and crime in Chicago. So just like what we were talking about, the talk was possibly National Guard starting to go to new cities around the country. That has been put out in the last 10 minutes. They're also planning to use a nearby Navy base by Chicago for DHS and ICE operations. They're saying at this time, in reference to Chicago National Guard deployment, it will be considered. They're planning to send hundreds of DHS officers to Chicago. So that's breaking right now in the last 20 minutes or so. Oh, man. And they've also implied that they were going to start sending, the same type of operations to cities all across the United States of America. Will be interesting. But again, some of these leaders in cities, they claim violent crime is down in most cities. They claim that and the Trump administration has fired back at that claim, saying the numbers are being manipulated when they say crime is down. I mean, we watch this stuff every day. Somewhere there's either a mass shooting, multiple shootings, weaponry, heavy weaponry, crazy incidents. And it just seems like it's everywhere. Everywhere in this country. Find out what happened here. What's the solution here? Chicago will be interesting because, over the years, I personally think Chicago is a mess when it comes to crime, lawlessness, gangs in the suburbs, in those neighborhoods. We'll see what Brandon Johnson has to say about that, or Governor Pritzker, about DHS sending hundreds of people in to Chicago. Meanwhile, we're at San Antonio. They're cleaning up the crime scene here. Some sort of shooting standoff, shots fired. Armed suspect. Barbara says, this is 20 minutes from me. St. Louis is another city. What cities? If you could name a city that you think National Guard is needed, drop that city in the chat. Let us know what city.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2, mic check.
People said St. Louis. Some people say New Orleans. Des Moines, Iowa. Des Moines. Bad there? People say Houston, Portland. Portland's a lot of talk. A lot of people say Portland. Memphis. Louisville. Crazy stuff happening in Louisville. People say Rochester, Chicago. Some people say Atlanta. Is Atlanta that bad, though? Baltimore. Baltimore's really crazy here. Baltimore reminds me of Camden, New Jersey, or Chester, Pennsylvania. Jackson, Mississippi. Birmingham was pretty wild in the last year. Multiple mass shootings in Birmingham. Philly. People say San Francisco. Seattle, Portland. Jacksonville, I think Florida cities are handling situation pretty well. I mean, they did. There is a lot of problems in Jacksonville and Orlando, Miami area, Minneapolis. I mean, I cannot believe what's going on in Minneapolis. Minneapolis, something's up there because, you had the church school, the Annunciation Church School shooting, and then the day before there was a mass shooting in broad daylight. People say downtown Atlanta. Where is the National Guard needed, if at all? Or what city is out of control right now? People say Detroit. Detroit has some crazy stuff. Germantown, Philadelphia. Milwaukee. Indianapolis. Indianapolis is a scanner. The number one viewed on Broadcastify, the number one viewed scanner continuously is Indianapolis. Going on, railroad tracks. Birmingham, Detroit, Chicago, St. Louis, Houston. I mean, we support the police absolutely on this channel. I think New Orleans is a mess when it comes to law enforcement in New Orleans. It's like a complete mess because I don't know. I don't have confidence in the police chief of New Orleans. Though I was impressed during the Super Bowl. Where's McManus? Let's see if we see the police chief. Send in Dr. Phil. I don't know. I mean, the federal government has the legal authority to have that state deploy their national guard, federalize their national guard. So, for instance, in Chicago, I don't know if the governor Pritzker would like that or not, but he has no choice. If they said, "Hey, we're going to deploy the National Guard to Chicago," it'd be the Illinois National Guard, right? Be like the Illinois National Guard. I think the next National Guard might be in Chicago. I think what they're going to do is send the DHS authorities there, and if there's any type of trouble or any resistance or anyone harassing or doing anything to those DHS agents, then they will send in the National Guard, similar to what happened in Los Angeles at the time when ICE was doing the ICE raids. We'll take you back to the next other feed here that's still up. This one seems like it went out. We're waiting for a press conference to find out what exactly went wrong. We're back live. San Antonio. Oh, so there is, look, that's the railroad. Hear the train? There it goes. I think the first step, send DHS agents, federal agents go in there, and then ICE enforcing, and then if they, people bother them or instruct their arrest, then you bring the National Guard to offer assistance to protect the DHS agents from doing their job. Stopping crime-ridden cities. Yeah, I don't know when this press conference is coming up, but they have the mics up, so we shall wait and see. I think McManus is going to talk shortly. Oh, look in the road. Look all over the road there. Ooh. Look all over the road. Shell casings, evidence markers. Look, 20 shots. 21. I see 21. Whoa, 21 shots. Maybe. I see 21 numbers. Oh, here comes the police chief. Here he comes. Let's get our update. Find out what this is about. I think the police is coming down to speak to the microphones, to speak to the public exactly what happened here in San Antonio with an officer involved in shooting. I saw 21. I saw number 21, 1 through 21. Type of gun was used here. Oh, boy. Yeah, it was real. Absolutely real. Media's reporting officer-involved shooting here. We heard it. That was not fake. Those gunshots were not fake. Welcome aboard. What do we got? A rifle, semi-automatic rifle, assault weapon. What do we got? A lot of casings in the street. A lot of casings. Different feed. There's the police chief right there in the center. That's the police chief of San Antonio there. He's supposed to speak. And he will. He usually does. He usually comes to the microphones. He's not shy to speak. He's gathering intel exactly what happened here. What exactly happened? What exactly happened here in San Antonio? We shall see. Probably maybe serving a warrant on someone. I can only speculate. They call this the East Side shooting. Oh, here he comes. We're going to get our press conference here, it looks like. Appreciate the openness and transparency. Is there a threat to the community? Here we come. Here we go.
Let me start off like I usually do by saying that this is preliminary information and it could change as the investigators get deeper into the event. So, but what we have right now is this started off as some type of altercation between three drivers. The decedent was one of those drivers and two others back in the neighborhood somewhere. The decedent followed the two other drivers up to Cherry Street here behind me, where he confronted one of the drivers. At that point, he walked away to his home and he came out of the house with a shotgun. He started firing rounds up in the air. And once that happened, the call came out for SAPD. We arrived. The suspect pointed the shotgun at the officers and the officers fired. He is deceased in the backyard by his house. And that's what we have right now.
Ah,
The officers are fine. They all of them have averaged about 6 years on, but none of them were hurt, fortunately. And again, that's what we have right now. No. And we've had a number of calls on him over time for disturbances in the neighborhood. Yes. Pardon? Did we what? Yes. Well, they're trying to figure that out now. They're down at headquarters being interviewed. 41-year-old male. Yeah, so my understanding is he does live there. No. No. So, yes, that's what we have. That's what's being reported right now. Yes. Pointed. It would look like a single barrel. It was a very old shotgun. Thank you.
Oh, so some sort of somebody said in the chat, falling down. I'm gonna just go look up this address real quick and see if there's a 41-year-old man living on the 800 block of North Cherry Street. So someone came out with a shotgun,
We'll have it on
other people around the neighborhood. So I'm gonna see if a 41-year-old Malin, nice to see you in Norway. Thank you very much. Exactly. What the heck? What the heck? All right. Well, there is a 41-year-old that lives affiliated with that house. There's a 41-year-old, initials JG, that is centered around the house here. I'm going to look and see if he has a criminal record and what's going on. Could be this JG guy. I'm not going to say the name because don't know. Aggravated assault charges in the past. Aggravated assault charges in the past. I think the feed is over. I'm going to blow myself up here. Nope, we still got another one. Hold on, stand by. But I'm looking up this guy here, this 41-year-old that might be affiliated with the house. Now, I do believe the media report it's on the 800 block. Before we were on the 700 block on the side, next across the street from that business. But I do think the media is saying that's at the 800 block of North Cherry Street. When I look at the 800 block, which is over that walkway, there's literally only one house there. And it appears they're up there right before that crosswalk there. And there's literally a house there called the 800 North Cherry. So I think it's probably this house. And if it is, there is a 41-year-old that's affiliated with this house right before that crosswalk there, or that walkway that goes over the road. But yeah, this sounds like somebody said in the chat, like falling down. You know, the movie Falling Down. Guy's having a bad day all across. He's just falling apart and every single thing bothers him. Maybe some guy here, you know, is tired of people running around the neighborhood, speeding around or something, or I don't know. Police said there's been calls to the home for disturbances in the past. Love your neighbor. I know somebody comes out with a shotgun, an old shotgun, starts shooting it up in the air. Because of what? Why? Premeditation right there. You go, it's not self-defense. You go home and you go inside your house and you come back out with the gun to confront some sort of beef or something like that. It's not self-defense at all. Had an old shotgun. It was a sawed-off. Old shotgun. Maybe those were all the shots that were fired in the street. Didn't he say that the guy came out in the street and fired shots in the street? Crazy day, folks. Anyway, I'll put in the description here. It seems like the feed went away, so we'll leave it at that. Kudos to the San Antonio Police Department for neutralizing the threat. I'm sure they gave the guy warning. We'll get a name. I think it's JG. If that's true, we'll see. All right, we cover True Crime 24/7, 365. Stay safe out there. JLR and Magnolia Investigates. We'll talk soon. Love your neighbor. Have a good day, everyone.